Everyone stick with us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, let the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell. Go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you are here right now, say what up, say how's it going. Just getting kicked off. Happy Monday. Market's a bit red though. We got the S&P's down 59, Dow's down a whopping almost 600 points, and NASDAQ down to 168, which I feel like is not that bad for the NASDAQ. Oh my gosh. Yo, Suncraze, Jeff, Terry from Texas, what's going on? It's getting a little colder here in Chicago. Rodney, Santos, Jose, Luke. What is happening? What is happening here? We're on a 3-week losing streak in the market. Well, I mean the market. The market's on its third red week. And KLA to the moon. I'm gonna cover that in a second, man. This is some wild stuff. And what's interesting, the two stocks. So I'm long Walmart and I'm long Tesla, and those are green. Like what? I mean, I don't know if these are going to stay green, but the fact that Walmart and Tesla are green is kind of insane here. This correction with Apple, yeah, Apple is getting annihilated, annihilated. I mean, was it down like almost 40% now from its high? I mean, if you look at the overall chart, still not horrible, but we're gonna be closer here. I mean, I think we might be filling the earnings gap here. We might be filling the earnings gap, but that's okay. I mean, for long-term shareholders, buy the massive corrections. Like obviously, I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only, but This is what these. Everyone's always like, oh, I hope I get a dip. I hope I get a dip, and then we get the dip, and then everyone's like, oh, I'm so scared to buy the dip. Hey Sarah, how you doing? If you're just joining, say what's up. Stop it. Sorry, my iPad was going off. All right, so first off, what do you guys want to cover? I think we should cover some of the stuff that is going on this week. We're gonna get into it. So this week we do have just be mindful. Tuesday and Wednesday, Powell's going to be testifying before the Congressional Committee regarding the coronavirus aid. Now, I don't think that this is gonna have any really impact in the market, but just be mindful if he's like, guys, I didn't want to say this last week, but we're all gonna die. Everyone's gonna be unemployed, and there's gonna be lines to get food. And maybe the market might react, but I think it should be okay. It should be okay. Tomorrow after the shareholder meeting for Tesla is going to be the Battery Day event. So keep in mind probably why Tesla's not like hugely up right now, but it is up on a super red day. So be mindful that is currently the catalyst for Tesla. So that's maintaining green. I don't know if Tesla's just gonna drop 20 points, 30 points at open, or if it's gonna rip up, or if it's gonna be flat. I mean, your guess is as good as mine in regards to that for Tesla. But right now, it is currently green. And then for this week, we do have Nike earnings and Costco. What's going on, Derek? Dalvin, Faiz, Jay Harvin. Man, Red Dust. Yo, Keith, what is going on? So, light earnings weekend, and that's kind of like what period we're in right now. We're kind of in this, I guess, purgatory period where there's not a lot of catalysts, except for we do have, I mean, the major catalyst obviously is going to be the election. We have Tesla Battery Day, but there's very few earnings and very few things that are probably going to impact the stock market. But you know, it's going to be a pretty busy Fed week for Jerome testifying. Now, a couple things going on this morning. I don't know. Is anybody here short? Let's see what's going on here. Hello? Am I here? Am I not here? Hello? Hold on. Am I? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Testing. Okay. YouTube is saying I'm not here. So just okay. YouTube is saying I'm not here. But never mind YouTube. Okay. So NKLA, let me stall that for a second. Okay. I don't know. NKLA founder Trevor Milton voluntarily stepping down. Okay. The announcement comes after short-selling firm Hindenburg Research accused Nikola of making an ocean of lies. I mean, this is crazy. All right, thanks for confirming, Samir. Okay, YouTube says I'm back to excellent connection. I don't know. I see some people outside walking around, and I don't know if they're like the Comcast dudes ready to pull the plug on something. I don't know if a neighbor or something's having trouble with their line, but don't touch it. Don't. So, Milton said on Monday, I tend to defend myself against false allegations leveled against me by outside detractors. So I don't know why he would step down if he's not, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to. I mean, something's definitely wrong because why, if the allegations are not true, why wouldn't he fight them? Did he not want to distract? Did GM say, "Hey, we're gonna pull the plug"? If I don't know. It's there's something going on here, guys. There's something going on here. I will be cheering from the sidelines with you. AKA, I secured the bag, so whatever happens, happens. You know? So I we'll see what happens, but that is not a good look. But I mean, this company, it doesn't make any money yet. It doesn't have a product. I mean, somehow they got GM to invest in it. Whether they lied to GM or not lied to GM, I don't know. Somehow, run for his life. He's probably in Africa now. I don't know. If you take off like that, I don't think there's anywhere in the world that is safe for you. You know. So you're not saying NKLA won't be 5,000 by end of day? I mean, so I was thinking, like, just from a technical level, you know, this was actually looking like a rather good chart, starting to have some nice consolidation, bouncing around the 30. You have the 200-day average moving up, you know, so things were starting, I felt, were for the stock were looking good. Then you had the GM announcement, but then, you know, Hindenburg Research came out and said, hey, you know, here's some stuff that's going on that, you know, you guys are doing wrong, and you know, you're lying and all this stuff. And the interesting part was NKLA just says, no, we're not. Like, if someone accused you of fraud or something, you should provide proof of why you're not a fraud or why you're not this or why, right? But they just said, no, please go away. And it came out worse for them because now you have Trevor resigning, still the same issues plaguing the company, and then the people that put the, what was it, $2 billion from GM were probably like, whoops, sorry guys, you know, they're probably figuring out how to get out of this. I mean, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows what's going on with NKLA. I don't know if anyone knows. Short your fraud. No, you're probably going to cash out some stuff, stick more into MU. It's been holding well through the sell-off. Chathan, that's what's up. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. It is currently at 25. So it's right below the 200-day. You know, it's obviously coasting lower. I mean, it's actually through all of this. I mean, outside of today, I mean, looking at the last few days, it's showing a lot of resiliency in the drops. I mean, every drop has been gotten bought up pretty hard. I mean, if you look over the last couple of days, it dropped to 30 and below 30 multiple times and it's got bought up. So, you know, some Robinhood YOLO boys are going to come through and be like, yo, NKLA is the future. It's the next Tesla. It's going to give me my Lambo. I miss Tesla because when Tesla first came out, I was in the third grade and I couldn't invest. But now I have a Robinhood account. I'm going to be YOLOing and I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be so rich. So, NKLA, we'll see what happens. So, the banks. Let's talk about some of the banks. Right? So, financial stocks sold off Monday, led by JP Morgan and DB after a report that a number of global banks moved allegedly illicit funds over the past 2 decades. Yeah. And this is how you know we're in 2020. A new investigation by BuzzFeed. This is from BuzzFeed, guys. Yes, the same company that makes, you know, clickable viral videos for Facebook. New investigation by BuzzFeed in the international consortium of investigative journalists that found banks' internal compliance officers flagged a total of more than 2 trillion transactions between 1999 and 2017 as possible money laundering or other criminal activity. So, I don't know. I think like the entire 2020 is just a meme at this point. You know, it's just a meme. The report cited confidential documents submitted by banks to the U.S. government. So I don't know. There's some stuff going on. These leaked suspicious activity reports do not necessarily indicate wrongdoing, and they were just a tiny fraction of the reports filed with the U.S. Department of Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. So, you know, 2020 is good. So the banks this morning, JP Morgan, the thing is, JP Morgan and some of these banks, well, all the banks, they didn't actually recover yet from the drop. I mean, at the start of the year, this was riding at 140, and now it's at 94. However, if it does come down to 85 area, I would like to maybe go long a little bit, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, at some point, sometimes you just don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on is like, I mean, is this even real? In fact, it is very real. It is very, very real. Frank SPY puts, you know what I mean? We'll see what the price action is at open. You know, right now, looking at SPY, 325. I mean, it's bad. 320, I wouldn't say great support, but there's a little bit of support here at the 320 area. I think we're going to probably be testing the 320 and then possibly 300 if things keep going the way we go. And the SPY closed below the 50-day on Friday and is open below the 50-day today. So we'll see what happens. So I'm not going to be, you know, for me, I'm not like overly bearish, but I'm just like kind of, I've been dipping my feet into some puts and mostly day trading because I don't know in terms of swing trading if we're going to rip up, rip down. You know, it's a guessing game right now. But you know, I did short BA last Friday. I only caught a little bit of this dip, but this thing really sold off on BA. And this is this is a super bearish chart where now the 50-day is using it is basically resistance right now. It's at 157. It keeps trying to push up to the 50-day, and it keeps getting rejected. So, Boeing definitely screwed this morning as well. I mean, the Dow's down 550 now. It was down 6, but we'll see. Beyond Meat was downgraded by JP Morgan. I don't know if anyone's in Beyond, but Beyond Meat had a crazy run last few days, and it got downgraded, so it's at 145. So not terrible. It was a little bit lower a few minutes ago. Yeah, it popped up from 141, but looking at Beyond, I mean, it's still relatively on the bullish side, up in here. I think it could come down to like the 135, 130, still be pretty bullish. All right, what stocks you guys looking at? You guys going to be trading Tesla? You guys going to be trading NKLA? You going to be trading SPY? Apple? I mean, Apple's down to 104 right now. BA boycott is back. Yeah. So Apple, I think, is going to be interesting around 90. I really do think so. I do think so. Now that's going to be a bit of pain, but I don't know if it's going to go that low, but we'll see. Peloton rather strong here. Peloton and like Zoom, I can't believe Zoom was flying on Friday when the market was going down. Zoom was flying. So was Peloton. I mean, this was crazy. So on Friday, there was a lot of fear about what was it? Boris Johnson said that, the second wave of the coronavirus is here. Numbers are going up. Watch out. Everybody grab the tinfoil hats because then you'll be safe. And then it's, basically, there was a lot of fear in the market regarding coronavirus. So that's why I think these like Peloton and Zoom pushed up pretty high here. GM trading. I don't know what GM's doing. GM's probably like, bro, we're screwed. But I don't really think GM really cares. I mean, of course they care about $2 billion, but at the end of the day, we got some pretty interesting price action here where the 50-day is about to cross the 200-day here. So, typically that's a bullish uptrend for GM here. Right now it's currently sitting at 30. So, BTD, tinfoil masks. I don't think I could stand like foil on my face. I don't really like the way foil feels all that much. Workhorse, WKHS. Workhorse. Straight up, baby. Straight up. Yeah, I mean, this thing obviously nice consolidation around here at 16s, and now it's just pushing way up. Buy the dips. That's all you can do. You can't really see the future except for buy the dip on these type of stocks. Waiting to get DKNG calls when the market bounces. Yeah, DKNG. They probably had. I think that DKNG next earnings is going to be enormous. So I don't know if you guys have anybody here been using the sports books at all. I've been using FanDuel Sportsbook because DKNG DraftKings Sportsbook wants me to submit my ID and stuff like that, and wasn't able to verify me. So I said, screw it. I'm going to do FanDuel, and they gave me like $50 free and stuff like that. But the win rate for the sports book is pretty high, in terms of, I think it's kind of interesting because you could place a bet and say, hey, I think that, let's say the Bears are going to win by 1 to 13 points, right? And then as the odds increase or decrease, you can actually cash out. You can actually be profitable on that and cash out before the end of the game and rinse and repeat. So I think that these guys, they're going to be making bank this year, for earnings. Now, I don't know. I don't know how much is going to be priced in or not. Last earnings was priced in. They literally went nowhere. but they had a lot of cash in the bank. They said they were whether storming back. Last quarter, also, there was a lot of uncertainty whether sports were going to start up because we had college football, we had the NFL, then basketball, the NBA was boycotting games, and the whole thing was a mess for sports. But now it looks like sports are back, and it is ticking away up. So I do agree. DKNG by the dip. Do they have an earnings date yet? November. So sometime in November. I don't know if it's going to be exactly November 13th. Probably is going to change, but right now we're on deck for November 13th. So Kodak. Yeah, Kodak is just a, I don't know if you want to call it a pump and dump or what, but I mean, I don't know. Are they getting the loan or not? Does anyone know if they're getting the loan? If they're not getting the loan, this deserves to go back to $1. Now, if they're getting the loan, then, let's push it. I think it'll push higher, only if they get the loan. So it all depends on what the loan is doing. Your Future Habits, what's going? If you're just joining, say what up. If you guys do me a favor, hit the like button. Really appreciate it. So I think right now is, who said they were getting, Chathan did, Micron, MU. They are supposed to have earnings next week, I think. September 29th. Yeah. Next week, MU is supposed to have earnings, so there might be a potential trade here. 49 to buy the dip and try to do some sort of earnings run up if it will run up at all. I mean, when it dipped down to 42, that was definitely the run up here. But will it break? The question is, will it break out of this before earnings? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But MU could be a potential pre-earnings runner for next week. ACN. So it's at 230. So it's relatively flat right now. Yeah, last earnings gapped up pretty good. Right now it's at 231 or 230. Was it at 235? Was the last price? So 235. Yeah, it's chilling, but it's on the downtrend here a little bit. So we'll see. Obviously with the rest of the market, it's a little choppy. So it's pretty high compared to last earnings as well. So it's up another 10% from there. AMD. AMD is resilient, 74 right now. I mean, yeah, it's getting cut down pretty hard, but I think that, if you're a long-term investor, I think it's going to be hard to trade options on AMD right now, especially with such bearish actions, price action. But you do have, I think AMD's future is, super, super bright, obviously, but that doesn't really matter. So you kind of have to separate, your long-term investing strategy to what's happening in the market right now in options trading. If you can't do that, then it's definitely going to be tough for you. But you have to separate. Yes, maybe bullish on AMD, but there's obviously a lot of bearish price action right in here. These pops are all dipping. These pops are all getting sold off, right? Close below the 50 days, trying to push back up right now for AMD. Long term, I would try to add, for me, I would definitely try to add some more shares when you can. And then if it gets flushed down, like the thing is, like, let's say you're adding shares on this dip down, and let's say it gets flushed down to 55, then you average down. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Like people get so mad, they're like, oh, I bought at 75 and now it's at $60 a share. Well, average down and make that price go lower for your average share price. It's not a big deal, So, but for options trading, right now it's AMD's chart, definitely a sell the rip. Sell the rip is making way easier money than buying the dip. Yeah, you can buy the dip. I mean, it happened here back 76 up to 83, but then it came down to 75 to 80. I mean, so you can make money both ways, but right now, obviously, if you're swinging, the odds are down. Yeah, I think there's some stuff going on with the internet around here. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what's happened. What's happened with Nvidia? Nvidia got clapped. They sure did. But I mean, if you're looking at Nvidia over AMD, I mean, Nvidia's chart way more bullish than AMD's chart. You know, it's still maintaining here. It's still above the 50-day. It's kind of hanging out, seeing what's happening. You know, Nvidia had really great earnings last quarter, and they're positioned to be a leader in, obviously, data center, AI, all that stuff. So they're chilling. They're chilling right here. I think anything below, obviously, 500 for future is probably going to be a buy. Now, I think what's gonna screw us up mentally when it comes to options trading is, like, a lot of these stocks, yes, we're bullish on, but then the overall market's heading lower. So if the overall market's heading lower and you're bullish on a stock, you have to find stocks that you can short. So what stocks do you believe in a short? For me, one of them is Boeing, right? I am bullish Nvidia. I am bullish Tesla. You know, I am bullish Apple, but that doesn't really matter if the stock is going down. So you have to find stocks that you can mentally short right now, or just stick to like SPY, Qs, IWN, stick to the overall market, kind of simplify your trading strategy right now, because you're like, I don't think that Apple should be this low, so I'm not going to short it. So don't short it. Short SPY, short IWM, short the Qs, or, you know, whatever. Find something that you can short. Believe in the short. It's easier to hold. Like BA, I have no problem holding the Boeing short. No problem at all. Apple short, I don't feel too comfortable about. Chewy, what's going on? Don't short at the bottom, same as don't go long at the top. Exactly, Red Dust. Like, just kind of stay with the price action right now. I mean, because I feel like we could easily bounce back from here, but right now, you don't want to trick yourself in believing like every day we're going to bounce back and we keep going lower and lower and lower, and then you keep losing money. Microsoft is another one that is getting slaughtered. You know, I actually didn't think that it was going to be under 200 again, and here we are, sub 200, and it's just barely hanging on, which is rather surprising, because I think out of all these companies, Microsoft is probably the most resilient and probably one of the most healthiest companies in the stock market today. At least that's my opinion, right? So it's a slow mover, and I think that any major dip on Microsoft is going to be, they're positioned very well for the future. But the overall market, I mean, it's looking weak. I mean, this was one of the first tech stocks to close under the 50-day, and look what happened here. Okay, so it sold off, came under the 50-day. It tried to bounce up. It could not. 210 right now is resistance area. It tried to bounce up, got smacked down. It is now using, you know, the 50-day moving average as resistance, as you can see right here, and ticking lower. So that's some bad price action for Microsoft. Yes, like I said, I'm bullish Microsoft, but look at the chart. Yeah, for me, I mean, I don't have a whole lot going on today. I'm unfortunately long Facebook, long Walmart. Yeah, Facebook's down. I'm long Walmart, long Tesla. So Walmart, we can talk about that TikTok deal. So let me see, is there... So I'm not understanding. Oh, we got market opening in 1 minute. I'm not understanding, because I thought Trump was saying that the U.S. based company needs to be owned entirely by an American company, but ByteDance is still going to own 80% of TikTok Global. Oracle and Walmart will have a minority stake. They are going to have user data in Oracle's data centers, so that checks that off the list. But I don't know. I'm not really sure what we're getting out of this. I mean, I know they're giving $5 billion to schools and stuff, but I think that, I don't know, something really shady happened with this deal. I just feel like this whole deal, like, Trump made some super strong requirements, and not most of them are not being met, and yet he approved it. You know, it's so he says it'll close down September 15th unless Microsoft or somebody else is able to buy it and work out a deal, an appropriate deal, so that the Treasury of the United States gets a lot of money. Our market just open, guys. Just kind of. I'm not under, like, the whole TikTok deal is just crazy. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, we got Tesla 450. We have S&P's down 60, Dow's down 570, NASDAQ down 166. I mean, we're just having a heck of a time right now. Amazon. You guys check out Amazon's price action at all? I'm already long. Sleeping Elephant, I'm already long Facebook. I bought the dip already. Look at Amazon's price action. You thought Microsoft was bad. Look at this. They got butchered last few trading sessions. After that 3,000 break, I mean, it could bounce here. It's back down in bounce territory, but it's looking real dicey. Just ban it. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'm not signing up for TikTok. You know what I mean? Bought 3 Amazon on Friday. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. This price action on Amazon is horrible. I mean, this cut down from 3,000 down to 2,900 now. It's down 40 points, which is down 1%, which is not horrible, but it all depends, I think, what happens right in here. Is the 2,900 gonna save it or not? I don't know. Otherwise, I really do think we can come down to 2,600 on Amazon. It's just getting massacred. Like for today, my game plan is to just kind of chill, wait for a good setup, and really not try to be too aggressive. Just see what happens. I mean, we can get some bounce backs. Maybe we can scalp a little bit. Maybe short the rip, but wait for confirmation before just going in. Like, people are going in just buying when we could push up for the first 15 minutes or 30 minutes even, and then push lower. So, you know, I'm definitely being careful. Roku. Yeah, so Roku inked a deal with Peacock, I think I was reading here. So Peacock and Roku confirmed streaming carriage deal. So yeah, if Amazon don't break 2.9K, it's probably going to 2.7. Agreed. So, man, Tesla is just going up. So Roku is pushing up. Let me try to get the news here. Hasn't hit yet. The Tesla's going nuts. Thank God for that. It's gonna save me today. But I'm a little bit concerned. 170 might be a little bit of resistance here, but I do think that it'll probably push up on Roku if we look at the 1 year. I mean, looking pretty bullish here. Dips are getting bought. You know, could push up to 180, 190 for sure. Zoom. And are the Corona stocks pushing again? Is the second wave coming? Second wave of coronavirus coming? Is that really what's happening here? Is that what the market's pricing in? Is that why we're dropping and Corona safe stocks are ripping? Is that what's happening here? We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out. But Zoom, I mean, it's pushing back up to all-time highs when the market, major down day, Zoom is pushing high. I don't know, guys. Something fishy is going on. I mean, the way the market's reacting right now, I honestly do think that they could be pricing in a second wave right now. Like, that's why the market's dropping and why these Corona safe stocks are pushing up. Peloton is above 90. I mean, this is just nuts. Look at that. Pelton pushing 91 right now. What's DocuSign doing? DocuSign is pushing up too. Yo, thanks, Luke. I mean, all these, however, DocuSign definitely does not look bullish. DocuSign pushed up and came all the way back down, sold off 100 points here. Just crazy. Clarence, I'm just saying, like, how the charts are looking, and then how the stock market is looking, and then how the Corona safe stocks are looking. It kind of maybe telling a story here that maybe something bad is about to happen and we just don't know it yet. Follow the money. What's the money saying right now? And what I'm seeing is the market is lower, but Corona safe stocks are pushing up. So what does that mean? What does it mean? It seems likely that it's pricing in a second wave coming this fall. Yeah, man, I think that SPY could definitely come down to 320. This is looking bad. Looking bad. FSLY. Whoa. Yeah, that was defending. I think we looked at this a couple weeks ago, and it was defending the 80 area. Now it looks like it's trying to break out of that and try to push like 95, 96 again. Crazy. See what Microsoft is doing. Yeah, SPYs are getting flushed right now. Gold is down 40 right now. Anybody trading the metals? Gold is getting slaughtered, but for me, right in here, it's definitely coming into the buy zone. If it can't hold 1900 here, we're going to be in trouble. So gold is coming into the buy zone, but it's definitely some trouble right down here. If it breaks 1850, we're in trouble. Kodak just ripped down to 950. Oh my gosh. It got smoked, bro. Yeah, I mean, these pops gotta get sold. Let's see. How are the Qs doing? All right, Qs, I mean, it's pretty rocky. It's pretty rocky. Let's see. Qs. Yeah, I mean, could easily come down to 250, easily. Is Powell talking around 10 a.m.? He is, where's he at? He's going to be tomorrow. So Powell is going to be, he's going to be testifying before Congress tomorrow at 10 a.m. Not today. Tomorrow. Yeah, the market's flushing though, but Tesla's actually holding up pretty good. Boeing came down to 157 right now, and it's heading lower. It's not looking good. I mean, I think that we could be in some real trouble here. Look at Goldman Sachs got, and JP Morgan. It's not looking good, guys. It's bouncing back, but I want to see JP Morgan at 85. JP Morgan coming to 85, add some more to the long term. Call it a day, Market definitely struggling. One stock that's been holding up pretty well in all this. I don't know if you guys been looking at Target at all. I've been looking at this, but Target's been holding up relatively well. After this, might be a small dip buy here, or selling some premium down here in the 145s. But for me, this definitely does look like a good long setup still. I think Target could potentially push 180. If next earnings are good, is it best to take profit before the annual meeting? I mean, I think it's good to take profits at any time in this market. You know what I mean? Like if you're up money, you can see how quickly things change where you go from up money to being down money. You know what I mean? But Target's 1 year is looking real promising right in here. It's holding strong. DKNG getting hit. Man, if DKNG can go back under 50, that would be great. That would be great. If DKNG can come sub 50, if this can come down to 45, I'd definitely be happy. Maybe even I'd take 48 at this point. I would definitely take 48 to 45. DKNG coming to 48, 45. I'd like to see that happen. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely a market-wide sell-off. Tesla's getting hit now. Amazon's getting, man, they're taking SPY out right now. We're down 2%. What's going on with Facebook? Facebook is down 8. Got the axe. It got the axe. We'll see. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. Beyond, that's down 6. What does this mean? I don't want to do that. Apple's holding. Apple is holding. You think Apple's going to try to retest 110 today? Could. Apple could retest 110. So I just bought NCDA when it was in the green in the second place. The second I placed the order buying for contracts at the money, it started me at negative 800. Why would it be? Nick Johnson, ACDA, or sorry, NCDA. Did you mean NVDA? You mean Nvidia? You know the market is tanking because I took this week off. Daniel, come back. Come back. Apple won't make it to 110. Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I don't know. Are you talking about Nvidia? Nick Johnson, I don't know. Oh yeah, Nvidia. I guess it depends. I mean, it depends what your position is because this thing just dropped a ton. Now it's coming back up. I mean, had a little bit of a double top here and then bounced down to 480. So, I mean, also when you're buying, if you're buying premium right at open when we have a massive gap down, you're going to be probably overpaying for premium because implied volatility is going to be a lot higher. Speculation is going to be a lot higher. You know, right now is not a good time to be forcing trades. Like, you just want to take it easy, focus on the price. Focus on the price action and just relax. But yeah, I mean, actually, Nvidia is looking pretty strong though. I shorted Nvidia last week. I made 18. Yo, at least you came out. At least you came out with your head. Shorting Nvidia last week was definitely a rough ride. I mean, it was very, very choppy. I mean, it ripped all the way up to 530 a couple times, came all the way down. I mean, this thing is wild. But in my opinion, I'm not right now. I mean, like, for me, I might look to add. It looks like a buy down in here. But if the market, I'm not trying to add too many swing positions right now. I'm trying to focus more on my day trades. Call debit spreads on Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's holding at 450. We need it to push a little bit higher. If Tesla could push a little bit higher, but I don't know if it's going to in this market. You know what I mean? But Tesla's holding up here where, you know, that flush on Friday from 450 down to 440 though, this is the 5-minute chart. In 10 minutes it went from 450 down to 441. That was brutal. Only for them to bring it back up for those people that got flushed out there at close. Yeah, I mean, it hit 455, but now it's coming down. Tesla's coming down. AMD's back in the green. AMD's just pushing. before close. A lot of people saw, yeah, because they were afraid of something like this was going to happen, that there was going to be a gap down. You know, look at Roku. Roku's up $14. Really hope today was a bear trap. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, price action, like especially like looking at SPY, looking at Qs, looking at was it IWM as well. IWM not as bad, but still pretty bad. But Qs pretty bearish price action here. SPY pretty bearish as well. I definitely think that we're probably coming down to the 320 area on SPY, unfortunately, which means another few percentage point drops. I mean, is it going to be today? I don't know. Hope not. I hope it's not today. I don't know what's going on here, but some crazy stuff is going on outside right now. So pardon the noise, guys. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Tesla, I mean, Amazon looks like it could be pushing right here. I'm not trying to buy no dips because last week was, I mean, I made decent money in Amazon, and then on Friday they took it all from me. I had quite a few profitable trades on Amazon, and they took it from me on Friday. Let's see here. VXX, currently at 25 right now. Not that high. I thought it would definitely be opening like 27, 28. Looking to scale at 3,200 will be much better discount. If we get to 3,100, 3,000 would be the worst case. Yeah. Chathan, I agree. If we're looking at ES right now, 3,250, I think 3,200 is a good buy as well. I'm thinking my opinion, I think, yeah, I mean 3,000 definitely worst case, 3,100 I think would be extreme. But hey, you never know. GS said there was going to be a huge equity sell-off. They did. And you know what we did? We didn't listen. Crazy. I don't know. One stock that has been doing pretty well in all this has been Caterpillar. I don't know if anyone is trading Caterpillar. Sure, it's down $4 today, but it's been trading relatively well the last few weeks, or actually this whole entire month, considering the major selling that we've had the last 2-3 weeks here. What's Square doing? Square? Man, I like Square's chart down here though. Square riding the 50-day could definitely push up higher. If it breaks here though, it's gonna be 130s, 120s real quick. But I like Square right here. Doesn't look like Tesla's gonna go anywhere. It's just chilling. Netflix is in the green. So these streaming, this is concerning. So the COVID safe stocks are pushing up. The streaming stocks are pushing up. I mean, obviously this is technical on Netflix's part. This is a technical move, but it does make you wonder, It does make you wonder. Apple's trying to push green right now. For sure. I wouldn't say the bulls are back, but I mean, I think as this thing gets closer to 100, there's going to be a lot of buyers. The market overall is kind of choppy this morning. Qs, I think the Qs look the most promising right now. If you're comparing Qs versus SPY, Qs are trying to make some highs here. Yeah, AMD is pushing up. Look at Shopify. Shopify just pushed up 30 points here. Yeah, they had the Emmys last night, so Netflix needs more content though, so they need to start producing some content. So Apple just turned green. So we had a Red to green open on Apple right now. This is going to be, I think this is going to be interesting, guys. Apple turned green. It's going to be an interesting day. I'm not looking to get long yet, though. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit. Wait for the setups. But yeah, that's nice. Could fail here though. it could fail here at 108 area. Yeah, Amazon is trying to push. Tesla's not pushing right now, but it's chilling right now. Nvidia pushed to green as well. It tapped 490 right there, Nvidia. Is Zoom pushing? Yeah, Zoom's up $12. Buyers are stepping in. I mean, Dow's still down 650. Nasdaq's down 100 now. S&Ps are down 65. So watch out. Yeah, AMD just ripped. It's trying to get above these moving averages here. Let's see if it wants to break the 10-day. See if it wants to do it. Yeah, I mean, is this a sell the rip? Red dust. I'm waiting to see. I'm not looking to get a position yet. I mean, I do. Obviously, there's some stocks I want to get long. There's some stocks I want to short. I mean, DKNG, I don't know if DKNG is going to break 50. We'll see. If DKNG could break 50, I'd like to get a little bit long DKNG probably for November expiration. But right now, we're chilling. SPY is not moving. SPY is not moving. It's like, nope. Q's though. Q's got smacked down right here, 264. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean this week is definitely going to be I think it's going to be a tough trading week for sure. Because I think we're going to be choppy again. What's Boeing doing? All right, Boeing's trying to bounce back. So Boeing, if Boeing can push up to 165, might be able to put a short on Boeing. We'll see. Square is just chilling right here, right now. So 140 was definitely the buy, but getting in on this, it just happened so quick. It was downtrending and then reversed. So probably would have bought this candle right here, the 142 on the reversal. But I don't want to place a trade first half hour today. I'm gonna try to let the price action do what it does and just relax, Not try to go nuts. Yeah, Tesla's at 452 now. Had a reversal. Looks like a lot of these stocks are trying to reverse. We have Apple green, Nvidia green, Netflix, Tesla, Roku, AMD's green, Costco. Costco might be an interesting trade this week ahead of earnings. Might be a run up into earnings. So Costco has earnings on September 24th. So couple days from now. Costco may be a run up into earnings. It may. However, I mean it's up pretty high since last earnings. Last earnings it was only 305. Now it's at 336. It hit 363. What resistance on Qs would you like to see it break for you to gain confidence that you may be heading for a reversal? You mean like on the daily? For a day trade or for on the 1 year chart, like a swing trade? So when you buy an option straight after the bell, you might pay extra for premium. Does this apply for only Monday morning or every day? No, I'm just saying right at open, implied, like when you have a big drop like this, Tom, or a huge gap up, implied volatility is going to be pricing options pretty crazy. So, it's going to price them. It's every day. It doesn't necessarily be today. It could be any day. You know, if let's say Apple gapped up $5, $10, then option pricing has to calculate that move. And most times people overpay for premium in there. So that's why it's good to sell that position. So if you're in a winning position, it's good to sell it because obviously that contract is probably going to deflate as the day goes on. On the 1 year. So what resistance on the 1 year? I'm looking for Qs for reversal. So really, for it to signal reversal, we need to like 273. We need 273 for it to start reversing. But we could just have some chop. I really want to see it be above the 50-day moving average. Why is NKLA going up? I said, why not? It's always going up. Every drop gets bought. Every drop. Now, I don't know if it's that strong. We'll see. But every drop gets bought, you know? Okay, Apple's back to the red. Apple back to the red. Just crazy. Sorry guys, I was just going through my notifications here, seeing if there's anything news induced to the market right now. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to stay here. Dow's down 71. Dow's down 700. S&Ps are down 71, and Nasdaq down 144. So we chilling. I'm gonna wait for a setup. I'm gonna hop off here, refill my coffee. You guys have a great day. I will be posting videos tonight, kind of seeing what the price action is gonna do today. I'm not gonna look to jump right in, rip my face off. I'm looking to see what direction we're going in today. Probably trying to make some day trades and just take it easy. So you guys all have a great day. Stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd. DKNG under 50. I'm going to be looking for it. Take care, guys.